HooHooHooRobin.
Yeah, I thought William Shatner was calling today.
Hey, what time?
Between 9:15 and 9:30.
Really?
Do you have a CD out or something?
Yeah, he does.
Do we have any songs from it?
Yeah, we have. Actually, it's a pretty good song.
It's got
Let me go get it.
William Shatner Has Been.
Give me that bag.
Produced and arranged by Ben Folds. How about that?
Actually, the song is pretty good. Rock Radio is playing it.
Has been?
Mm-hmm. That's the album.
It's about him, or is it like a sarcastic statement about his... I wouldn't call him a has-been. He's still a very, very famous guy.
He's all over. Every time you see him.
Boston Legal is incredibly funny.
Just saw him on VH1 did a whole 2004 thing, or was it Comedy Central? Can never tell.
Yeah, he's not, you can't call someone like that a has-been. The guy is like Americana as far as who he is. You can't be a has-been.
Well, usually he does like the goof songs, Anthony, you know?
Yeah.
Like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Do we have any of that stuff?
That was years and years and years ago. He did that like spoken word stuff, and he was serious when he did it. Like now it's pretty
Now he makes
funny.
believe he wasn't serious.
Yeah, it's funny to have William Shatner talk on these songs, but back then that was all him, like really thinking this spoken word thing was going to be huge. Mr. Tambourine Man, Mr. Tambourine Man. He has that delivery that's very slow and staccato.
Christopher Walken would be interesting to hear, or Nicholson seriously reading a song. But
You think?
I would like to hear that. Walken especially.
Nah, it would be pretty much just like what we just heard, I think.
Mr. Tambourine Man, fire phasers. Mr. Tambourine Man, photon torpedoes.
Anyone else notice that Big Kev is running around panicking and sweating? Big Kev set up the William Shatner interview.
Yeah. Oh, he's on the phone.
He's on the phone.
Yeah, look, guys, they're talking about it on the radio. Is Mr. Shatner awake yet?
Right.
I need Mr. Shatner on the phone now.
Tell him it's someone who looks like Burt Lahr.
No, I'll accept they sound alike at this point. Just get me someone that sounds
Anybody.
like William Shatner.
I need Shatner on the phone. Warp Drive. Come on.
We're not stupid.
Can he beam him into the studio?
He's in a panic.
He's trying to talk in a calm voice. It's hello. I had an interview with William Shatner. And
Yes.
Yeah,
Mr.
you and the rest of
Shatner.
the world. Get in line.
His non-working nose is just flailing.
Mr. Shatner was scheduled to do an interview with Opie and Anthony.
Let's see what he says.
I'm wondering if
Yeah, what is he saying?
With his tussle
what
little hair.
time
What is he saying, Big
is
Kev?
he out of the galaxy?
Why don't you admit that?
What's that mean you're working on? Who'd you just call?
I'm working on it.
Who'd you call?
I'm working on
He
it.
called Lieutenant Uhura, who is trying to locate Captain Kirk in his quarters.
Big Kev, what seems to be the problem? You know he's
I
gonna
hope
call
to
us.
God you have a nice bib for all the crow that's going to spill out of your mouth when he calls in.
I'll
not
get
gonna
him.
call in.
I'll get him. Hold on. Anthony to Captain Kirk. Anthony to Captain Kirk. Please come to the studio. No, that didn't get him? Maybe he's on the planet. Hold on. Energize. Is he beaming in?
Mm-hmm.
No? Damn, I'm trying everything I know to get him.
Uh-huh.
Open a hailing frequency.
Uh-huh.
Big Kev, you look a little uncomfortable and nervous. Is it
I'm,
gonna happen?
I'm afraid I'm going to be fired.
Fired from working for free. I understand the joke, but is he calling or not?
No. Is it 9:30 yet?
It's
Why don't we wait till
9:25 and a half.
9:31 and then start breaking my balls.
All right.
All right.
4
Well,
minutes.
William Shatner off his Has Been CD. This is actually a good sounding song that quote regular rock radio is playing.
I'm not sleepy, and there's a station I ain't going to called XM.
Is this really William Shatner?
Don't break into the song.
We'll just
I'll
play
call
it.
back.
No, we'll just play it again. I
We'll
don't
play
care.
it again after we speak to.
That's crazy. You got to play that whole thing. People have to know how good that record is.
We love it, Mr. Shatner. I was telling everyone how great that song was.
That's
We
right.
really were. The Mr. Tambourine and the Lucy in the Sky. Not really sure what to think of that. I know you recorded it a long time ago, but this Common People thing is it's a cool song.
Well, that's good. The Tambourine Man stuff was part of another record called Transformed Man,
Yes.
which they're re-releasing. But it was all part of the Transformed Man was something that had to be listened to in its entirety. If you lift a song like Tambourine Man out of it, people have got to wonder what in heaven's name is he doing. But
And I think for the time it came out, didn't it take a little maybe, A little pot or something to really get the full gist of it.
Well, that or a single malt.
Yeah.
But yes and no. I have mixed feelings about the Transform Man. I haven't heard it in some time, so I don't know how good or bad it is. But
It's pretty bad, Bill.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I think it's just become quite humorous. Like people play it and they're not like really trying to get into it. I think it's really kind of a laugh.
I disagree.
But
I like
but
it.
that's
Wait a minute. Let me argue that point.
sure.
Let me argue that point.
No problem.
What have you heard the whole record?
No, I never heard the whole record.
See, that's what I mean. You're speaking from ignorance.
Yep.
I
And-
usually do.
Yeah, and it's a strident voice having no knowledge.
You know what this is? It's like I am a race that is so below you that I am like a mere bug in intelligence.
No,
And
it
maybe
has
in
nothing
years
to do
and
with
years to
intelligence.
come, I will be intelligent enough to be able to communicate with you.
Not if you don't do your research when you have all these millions of people that are listening to you
Yeah,
and
Anthony.
hanging on your every word.
I understand,
Wait a
Bill.
minute, I gotta tell you, it's one of my favorite CDs. I play it a lot. Anthony just doesn't get it.
Mr. Shatner, this is Jim Norton, and I'm a big fan, and I happen to enjoy it too. And Anthony just refuses to listen to the whole thing, and I'm like, dude, you're not going to get it.
Tell me, just between us.
Yeah.
What's the matter with Anthony?
I don't know. I found it funny, but I guess I got to listen to the whole thing.
I told you that.
Yeah, we
I
were
understand.
trying to tell him for like 20 minutes, Mr.
Better
Shatner.
than that, listen
Bill,
to
if I
one.
will.
Listen to one cut, but one whole cut because it's a 6-minute cut rather than a 3-minute cut.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a 6-minute?
Well, it starts with literature and music underneath the literature and segues into a song.
Yep.
And my whole idea was trying to relate the literature of the past with the literature of the present and using music as a bridge.
Oh.
Now, whether that works or not is something else, but not to play the whole thing is to do me a disservice.
And it's ignorant of him to like judge it only on that.
I'm
Well,
sorry, Bill.
Judge it by having some knowledge.
I
really,
understand now completely.
Told you.
And I will listen to the entire cut.
And as we move forward, William, Bill, if I will.
Moving forward, all right, let's move forward.
What's the whole Has-Been album about? I've only heard common people so far.
The Has-Been album, first of all, it would be a great gift in this late Christmas rush to somebody who wanted to hear music about love and laughter and life and a piece of my heart.
Yes.
And there is a musical genius called Ben Folds who does some extraordinary work there. And the notices on the album of Has-Been have been unlike anything I've ever been associated with.
Did Ben Sparks do?
Ben
Did what?
Folds.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ben Folds. Why the name Has-Been? Why is that title?
Well, I wrote the song Has-Been because I saw it attached. I saw the words attached to my name on my way to Nashville to record the album. So,
How is that attached to your name?
they called me Has-Been.
Who would do that? You're still a pretty popular guy.
Still, no, you take the word pretty out. I'm no longer pretty.
You're a popular guy.
You're Americana. You're a very popular guy.
Well, I maybe.
You don't think you're still attractive to the females out there? I'm sure you got girls all over you all the time.
Yes, but they're over 65, and I don't think that counts.
Remember that poster of you with the when you were covered in tribbles? Chicks still like cream over that one.
I know, but we're talking about the past.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
the future we have to. It happened.
Doesn't time just suck?
Anthony,
Yes, Bill?
You've got to understand. You're going to get old too.
No, believe me, I know.
No, we're not making fun of that.
I understand.
We
I'm
think
just-
time is a major drag.
I just think that you're downplaying yourself because I'm sure a lot of girls are still very interested in Bill Shatner.
Maybe, but if that's the judge of popularity, I suppose it is. The point being, I wrote a song called Has-Been, and I thought it would be interesting, maybe amusing, to name the album that.
I think it works.
Yeah, I mean, you have to ask me why Has-Been, and that's good marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had to ask because I didn't like the idea of you painting yourself in that light because you're not a has-been.
Well, if I weren't, then I'm not.
Right.
And if I am, then you wouldn't ask.
Now, how about your return to television, Bill?
On Sunday nights at
Boston Legal. You're
on ABC at 7 at 10 o'clock.
I see a Shatner resurgence.
Maybe.
Maybe. Now this is your first full-time TV gig since when? What was the last one you did?
Probably Rescue 911.
Ooh, we like the Rescue 911.
And T.J. Hooker.
And T.J. Hooker.
Yeah, I love that one too.
Did you watch the show last night? I don't think so.
No, we have to go to bed real early.
I know, we do stupid morning radio, so it's a pain in the ass to watch stuff. I got to TiVo it though. But
did you?
No, I did not watch last night's show.
So
Bill, he doesn't watch Boston Legal.
In actual fact, you guys have never seen Boston Legal.
Yeah, but Ant's just faking it for the interview. He's never seen Boston Legal in his life, and I don't really appreciate him trying to kiss your ass by making believe that he listens to Boston.
I gotta say something
Legal.
here. I don't want to get off on the wrong foot. I think I'm getting off on the wrong foot with Bill Shatner here because he's one of my I love this guy, and now these people are painting me as if I'm not quite the Bill Shatner fan.
As though you're an ignoramus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you don't like his music. You don't watch him on TV.
I watch him all the time,
and say I'm pretty popular.
I watch.
Yeah, you were the one who said he's pretty popular, not popular.
But the girls love him.
Yeah, but
that's all I'm saying.
You did throw in that he was fairly and slightly popular.
No, I say he's huge.
And I'm having a resurgence from where?
Yeah.
Well, no,
he never went away.
Where are you saying he went?
I meant on television.
I'm beginning to wonder whether this whole thing really isn't an insult.
No,
yeah, Anthony.
No, Bill, I'm a
This is how you treat your heroes?
I bought every single Star Trek on DVD when it was put out in that goddamn set that you had to buy 2 episodes per disc.
Really?
It was a pain in the ass, but I bought every one because I'm a huge Bill Shatner fan. I bought all the movies.
You've been very disrespectful. Why don't you just tell him you loved him when he hosted In Search Of? You've been extremely rude since he called in.
No, that was Leonard Nimoy.
I know. That's the way you're treating him.
You see Leonard around a lot?
He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah. He's a great guy, too. I see you in those Priceline commercials, and it's hysterical.
How do you know he's a great guy?
Yeah, exactly, you phony.
You know why? Because it looks like you two really have a good relationship on those Priceline commercials. And I'm just taking what I see from that.
Have you guys got a good relationship, or are you somewhat antagonistic?
We have a good relationship.
Well,
you see each other outside?
No, we used to, but you know how it is. I mean, do you really show up at his house nowadays?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Do you go to Leonard's house?
Do you go to Leonard's house for cocktails or a birthday party? You don't, right?
Cocktails. Actually, we do. He does.
Yeah?
I'm hopeful he's coming to my house for Monday Night Football.
And you talk about how bad the episode of Spock's Brain was?
No, we only tell each other how good we are.
Because that episode wasn't too good.
Spock's Brain.
Yeah, Spock's Brain. Whenever that one comes on, I'm like, oh, not Spock's Brain.
You see, it's that kind of detail I don't have at my fingertips. Therefore, I don't talk about it. You know what I mean, Anthony?
I hear you, Bill. I know, you've moved on, I know, but you gotta admit, a lot of people are still very into Star Trek.
I guess they are.
And I think it's something you should be very proud of.
Well, I am. I am proud of it. What's the opposite of proud? Ashamed. I'm not ashamed.
Yeah.
For a moment there, my brain didn't work.
Any truths to the rumors, a return to Star Trek?
Yes, there's a great deal of truth.
Really?
What exactly? Which rumor are you?
A return to Star Trek.
And who told you this rumor?
It's something I read on the internet.
Yes. Well,
are you a Star Trek
I wouldn't
geek?
believe everything you read on the internet.
No,
he's a Star Trek geek, William.
Are you going to maybe be on an episode of Enterprise?
Not this year, but maybe they'll ask me next year. They had asked me to be on, and I had suggested a price for my fee. Yeah. And they suggested maybe I shouldn't be on.
Wow. Bill Shatner demanding the big bucks.
As well as he should.
Of course he should.
He's a legend.
You know what I saw the other day? I saw that Twilight Zone episode, the one where, not the one everyone thinks is the man on the wing, but the one where you're in that little diner and you're pulling out the little answer cards from the devil machine. And
Can you tell me why they keep playing that? Can you tell me why they do that?
Because
I don't understand it.
Because that stuff holds up, those old Star Trek episodes.
Why?
Because you're fantastic in it.
No. There's got to be something that appeals to people, some fear or some ability or something that appeals to people.
Yeah, I think those are just great stories, all those old Twilight Zones. And your hair looks fantastic in it.
Say it again?
Who is that, Sulu? Who's...
No, the guy, I'm going to do a satellite radio network right now, and I called you guys first to say thank you for playing the Has-Been and supporting the record.
Are you trying to say you have to leave?
What town are you in?
No.
All right.
I don't.
Okay.
But somebody just came up to me. I'm going to give you a little insight as to where I am.
All right.
I'm outside a parking structure in a car on a cell phone.
Oh.
And somebody came up to me, and I thought, oh, Lord, he's going to ask me to move, and I'm talking to you, and I'm on the air. Whereas he turned out to be the guy connected with the radio satellite tour that I'm going to do.
You're not doing them all from inside the car, are you?
And what?
You're not doing all of the interviews from inside your car, are you?
No.
Of course not.
Only the better ones.
Now that was an insult.
No, not really.
I cannot convey to you what a big fan I am.
Have you played any other songs from Has-Been on the air?
Well, I think we should start with playing Common People.
The hit.
All right, Common People's has done a lot. There's some good love songs there.
Yeah.
There's a terrific Brad Paisley sings a wonderful Western country song.
Okay.
Why don't you try that one?
What song is it?
It's called Real.
Real.
I think it's the last song.
Oh yeah, okay,
The
Real.
last song on the album.
Bill, I saw you on the Comedy Central special.
How'd that go?
You were singing and dancing at the beginning, and it was fantastic.
With 7, count them 7.
7 girls, and you totally held your own. With
Are you patronizing him now?
I am not. I thought he did a fantastic job. I am probably the biggest Bill Shatner fan ever. And I'm honored to be on the phone with you.
Singing and dancing with pretty girls swirling around is where the whole showbiz thing is at. You understand that?
I totally
Everybody
understand.
aspires to dancing on the stage with 7 beautiful girls.
Yes.
I think that's the ultimate end of all show business.
I think you're right, Bill.
Singing and dancing with these long-legged, beautiful girls, all tap dancing and kicking their heels, is really where it's at.
You are absolutely right. I'm a huge fan. I didn't want to get off on the wrong foot by Bill thinking, I wasn't.
Well,
I told you.
It's not that you're off on the wrong foot. It's just that you're limping a little.
Yeah, limping a
Do you
little.
like that he calls you Bill?
I just.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll answer to that.
Well, Mr. Shatner, I had told him many times that he had to listen to.
Bill is okay.
All right, all right, Bill.
Bill is okay.
He had to listen to the whole album, and he just kind of refused, and he judged it very quickly, and that just kind of bothered me that he wasn't given the original the respect that he should have.
I mean, he really should. And the Transform Man is the parent of Has-Been.
Yes.
If I hadn't made Transform Man, I wouldn't have made Has-Been.
But and no insult at all, Bill. But you do understand that people have looked at Transform Man, and over time it has now become something that's more humorous.
They've looked at that 1 or 2 songs,
right,
and mocked that, but they haven't mocked the album. The album is used in schools to teach. People have played the whole album. Ben Folds, who we all agree is a musical genius, would not have made Has-Been if it wasn't for the Transform Man, which he had heard years ago. Joe Jackson, who sings Common People with me, heard the Transform Man years ago, wanted to be on this record. Henry Rollins, same way.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Chamberlain, who plays drums, genius percussionist, same thing.
So you're not taking that Transform Man is a bit of a humorous thing.
No, I didn't mean it to be humorous. I meant it, humorous, yes, fun, entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't mean it to be for Anthony to poke fun at it.
Yeah, because it is about literature and how it was and how it is in modern day times.
Yeah.
I'm not poking fun. I'm just saying that's kind of how it's looked at, I guess, when it's taken out of context.
Anthony, we get it. You don't like the album.
Yeah, so I told you have to listen to the whole thing, and you're like, no, I just want to listen. You can't just judge it by like a little piece of the song.
Right.
How about his live performance of Rocket Man on was it Mike Douglas or Merv?
Oh, geez, that goes on. I mean, geez,
yeah,
that goes on that goes back so many years.
Why don't we talk about what he's doing today?
I
Anthony?
am, but I'm just bringing it up that was kind of taken out of context because it was one song, and that's what people saw.
Exactly. They asked me to sing a song, so for a gag, I sang a song like I thought Frank Sinatra would sing the song.
With the cigarette and everything. I'm a rocket man.
Yeah, it was supposed to be amusing at the time, not 30 years later for people to...
You gotta give it credit. It's still amusing 30 years later.
There you go. As long as I can bring a small, sad smile to your face.
Yeah. All right.
A small little tinge of a smile, and the thought, what in heaven's name is he doing?
Thank you, Bill.
And actually, I ask the same question myself about twice a day. What in heaven's name am I doing?
Oh, you rock. You rock, Mr. Shatner.
Yes.
All right, well, thanks for calling today.
Bill,
Take care, guys.
Thanks for calling in.
You have been and always will be my friend.
That's your sentiment, not mine.
Take it easy,
Take care,
Bill.
guys.
Thank you.
Great talking to you. Bye-bye.
Right on. There he goes, William Shatner. And
I got dissed by Bill Shatner.
I apologize for piling on.
Oh, you threw me under the bus with my hero.
How great was
Good.
Bill Shatner.
and Big Kev, thank you.
Yes, Kev.
Big Kev?
I told you he would do it.
Bravo.
Big Kev came through.
Good job.
I really did sell you. I had no idea what he was talking about. I'm like, I told you, listen to the whole thing.
Left me out there hanging like a red shirt security guy beamed down to a planet.
It was just so great when you're like, you meant that to be funny, and then the, as soon as that semicolon after well came, I'm like,
Yeah.
You know,
Bastards.